Hey everybody, XJoe81X here, and look what we got. Other than the nice strap, do not cross, what do we have? Now the title gave it away because I have to put the title. This way you guys could find it on YouTube, and this way people could actually find it. I can't just write XJoe81 has a surprise and then I'll get nobody. I'll get a couple of hundred views. So, you guys already know what this is, but for all of you watching, obviously I'm not going to ask you what it is, but what is it? Yeah. Not only is it a guitar, but look what it is. Boop! It's a Gibson. Yep, it's a Gibson. And whose guitar is it? Mr. Jason Hook from Five Finger Death Punch. I thought, before I bore you with the story, that it would be a good tradition to try to play one song from Five Finger Death Punch in celebration of purchasing a Gibson Explorer Jason Hook Signature Series guitar. They only made 400 of these in 2012. Yeah, picture that. How many a million or possibly billion people there are, and there's only 400 of these in existence, if any have ever been destroyed. The only one thing I don't have is there was a couple that he signed up here underneath the shellac. All I got to do is go to a concert, spend the meet and greet money, bring this, have him sign it, and put it back in the car. And then now you have a couple of thousand dollars worth guitar. This went for $8.99. It came with the whole case, which is all white inside. It comes with Gibson. I'll show you all that later. I'm going to attempt, after many hours of learning it, wash it all away. I have it in the background so you could follow, and I have the amp set to a certain volume, which obviously I pre-recorded many times to get the right sound, so you on your device or at home could enjoy the fact that I'm playing a Five Finger Death Punch song on a Five Finger Death Punch guitar. Now, bear in mind, I just learned the song. It's a quick song. It's one of their famous songs from 2015's album, and let's just get into it. Please don't critique me on the song. It really Jason Hook. Even like bleeding me, or the bleeding. Like there's so much. He's all over the place. He's crunching. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to get right into it. This is E, and he does B. So you're going to listen to me and him, not know the difference, but this is E. Five Finger does a lot of B. A lot of their chorus is E, but that's the luxury of having two guitars and being in a multi-billion-dollar band. So without further ado, thanks for listening. We'll talk later because I already wasted $4.20. wash it all away. That was bad. There's multiple parts. This is just a quick chorus. There's a big solo here. In the background, Zoltaire, I think, he's just chugging. Wow. So I just learned that, and my fingers are dead because I learned it. It sounds very mundane. There's no chord. There's no solo. Instead of when during the chorus. It's actually just a plain beat. He actually does like a B, D, and A or something. He does. And then he actually does something where his fingers, and then he brings his thumb in. And again, it's B. But I just wanted to show you this guitar. This has two Seymour Duncan humfuckers. It has a selector switch, and it does work. This has both humbuckers. The top is rhythm, and the bottom is lead. I hope I'm right. If not, it's the reverse. So, obviously we all know his design. We all know it's real because of the wires in between the humbuckers. And there's two volumes. One second. There's two volumes for each humbucker, and I think one tone. So it's just the tone of the sound. And what would be guitar without... Oh, a little Metallica. So this is not really an expensive guitar, but it was a Gibson, and I was surfing for an Explorer for the longest time. And if you go on the internet and look on the Guitar Center or Sam Ash and you type in Epiphone 84, it actually is James Hetfield's Epiphone version of the Black Album and then Justice for All. And it doesn't have a lot of this cool stuff like Jason had Gibson shave this down, got rid of the pick guard and added his weird stuff. This is just, you know, and then his signature series stuff. I'm going to tell you one thing. I do have the Truckster right here, and I played both. And what I could tell you is just by looking at this bridge on the Truckster is more like this. Chug, 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 chug. This bridge is like almost 4 inches higher. I can't really explain it, and even if I put it side by side, you're not gonna get it, but let's just, we'll just keep talking. So this is down low, and this is, you can't really tell, but trust me. This is, so I don't know if that's the guitar, I don't know if that's Hetfield style. I've never actually picked up an Epiphone, not even worth playing, because, you get used to it. Your body, your arm has to naturally come up the neck. Sorry, that's the neck. Come up the bridge, and just, you can't just, there's nothing here. So, that's really it. It has like lock tuning, and there's really nothing. The back is generic. It has a plastic piece so you can access the knobs. Again, Seymour Duncan's, one's past, whatever it is. Listen, you could just look up the specs. I'm just showing you that I actually own this. I haven't been on YouTube in a while, so. Just wanted to play that. It took forever to learn that, because I got this part off of the internet. But I didn't know how to get the rest of the song is easy other than the solo, especially the, I mean, those are fifth chords, those are power chords, they're just power chords. But it's the way you strum it is the way it sounds because of the song they made. Waste away the way you feel, push it all away. Cool song. And again, the bleeding me, the bleeding, I don't know, that was fucking. And then it goes into like this whole thing. He's all over the place. So it's not like it's, I don't know, maybe I grew up with Metallica. Five Finger Death Punch was not around. So maybe my mind growing up always knew how to just play Metallica. And now I'm learning the Five Finger Death Punch, and it's like, I'm going to forget this. One more time. It's not actually hard. I mean, you could get away from that, but that he does that, but Okay, so hit like, hit subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Sorry I haven't been around in a while, but I was surfing for this motherfucker. Peace out.